videos that you'll have. And if you are a beginner, then I'm guessing you will have never done anything like this, and this will be all great. If you're somebody more advanced, I'm guessing you probably also haven't done a study like this before because we're not going to be using any edit mode. This is an edit mode free study. Um, so we just reviewed the object tools, and that means basically what we will have in our tool belt is we can add cubes. We're going to be able to add cylinders. I hope you have set up hotkeys for this so that you can do it nice and quickly and that you're getting comfortable moving them around using the X, Y, and Z, and also scaling, rotating, and doing all of that in the same way. If you're still pretty new to Blender, this is a great chance where you're going to get to practice some of that navigation really, really effectively. So other tools that we'll have in our disposal. We will be using difference booleans. So you are allowed to use difference booleans, and this is where you can get really creative. So here's a difference boolean. If you remember to do that, I added another cube. Let's see, I'll duplicate this one. I select it. I'll line it up to where it overlaps. I select one, shift click, select the other one, and I have a hotkey that I've set up that allows me to just apply the difference boolean. We will not be using union booleans. No union booleans, no intersect booleans, just difference booleans. That's it. And that's really it. That is everything that we will use. So you have to figure out, this is like a challenge. Imagine in school when you had to, I don't know, build a bridge out of toothpicks or something. So you now have a very limited set of the Blender kind of tool suite, and you have to figure out how to make something that looks as close to this as possible. A couple of reasons we do this. If you're a beginner, this is really good because it helps you not worry about learning so much overwhelming stuff. It's almost even better if you already are experienced with Blender because it forces you to rely less on your knowledge and get less bogged down by how much you know and focus more on what matters, which is the art, the fundamental design and the proportions and how things are constructed. So such a good exercise. And honestly, if you are doing if you're just looking to improve your understanding of the world and improve your design of functional things, one of the best ways to do that is by doing reference studies. This is what anybody you see who's really good at drawing, I have my iPad here and I do little sketches on it. Very great to go and do. If you're into hard service, go around, find cool stuff to sketch. Go on the internet and just draw pictures, but go in person and just sit down and draw a car, construction equipment, whatever you think is cool in your world. Really, really good because what it does is it forces you to look at something and think about it. And you could tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna just do that anyway. I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna draw. I'm not gonna make it. You're not gonna get the same kind of punch out of it by doing that. When you're forced to recreate it in some way, whether it's drawing, whether it's modeling, you will understand it. It will ingrain it into your mind. So this exercise is a really good way to just improve that visual library, improve that knowledge and understanding. And once you've done this a few times, feel free. You'll kind of get this. It makes you work quicker and more efficiently, and learn kind of to sketch in 3D. And so once you've done this a few times, maybe I'll do like studies like this just for fun sometimes to relax. But I don't necessarily only limit myself to object mode. I'll kind of open up the whole tool set. So feel free to do that. But for now, I would do at least one of these, but maybe even do a few where you're only limiting that tool set. It's such a great exercise. So that's my sales pitch on it. There may be a YouTube video in the future where I kind of go over this very briefly, but my YouTube is for short content. We're going to work through every single step here. I'm going to take you through it, my thought process, and we're going to see how it all pans out. So how do I set this up first? Critical thing here. You could, oh, and remember since we're using the difference booleans a lot, it will be really nice to have hard up so we can use this ever scroll because we can then hide and unhide and then reselect our booleans because that's going to be huge because there's certain ways, because we can't go into edit mode, we're going to want to use booleans to make some of these cuts in really creative ways. It's going to be very important. Anyway, the setup. We could go on Sketchfab and we could get a asphalt roller or construction equipment that somebody has scanned. I love to do it this way. I highly, highly, highly encourage you. Please, and you could find construction equipment anywhere you live. In almost any country, any place in the world, you can go and find something, a car, an old four-wheeler, a moped, something, but go find it in real life. And then all you have to do is, if you've ever heard, there are a couple scanning softwares. If you have a smartphone, which I'm guessing if you're on a computer, you probably have a phone or a tablet or something. If you're using Blender, uh, Polycam is a great site. And you can see here, I've done all of these scans. I'll go around and I'll scan stuff. And I live in Ohio. I'm not in like an exotic, exciting place. Ohio is not the most thrilling place to live, but I find stuff to scan. And there's a free plan you can also pay to get. It's pretty cheap to get an upgraded one. I'm not subscribed right now, but even on the free plan, you can go and scan stuff. Here I found in front of a VFW. It's like a veterans place. And they always have like cool stuff out front. They'll have tanks in front of some of them. Here's like an AA gun that I found. And so you'll take your phone, you'll go around, and it automatically takes the pictures, and then it constructs a little photogrammetry scan. And there's a few reasons I want you to do this in person. One, having a model is awesome because we can understand things in 3D. Two, Polycam actually allows you to download these images. So I could come here. This is in my scan library. I've logged in. And where is it? You can download. And so I can download all of my files. I could get an OBJ. That's what I have in Blender right now. But I can also download the images. And it gives me all of the images that my phone took in a folder, in a zip file. And so then what I'll do is I will select all the images that I am looking for, that I'm interested in using. And here I've just selected a few. I think there were like 200 in this because it just automatically takes them. But, now I have automatically like pretty good quality reference pictures. Now imagine on the internet, where am I going to go and find? I could find pictures of rollers. I could find pictures of construction equipment, but where am I going to find pictures of the same construction equipment from all these different angles? And I can choose to get every single part of it. So this is so cool because now I have everything I need. I have the 3D model, I have the pictures, I am ready to do my study. And the biggest benefit of this, even if you were to get somebody else's files and do this, the biggest benefit of this is you got out of your office, you went into the real world, and you saw this thing in real life in 3D. And so you were able to walk around it and go, how does that work? How does and see it three-dimensionally? How does that connect? How is that built? It will give you an understanding of this object in a way that is so much better than looking at it on your screen. So all of these things combined together are going to help you do a study that is so much more effective than what you would otherwise get. So that is my little sales pitch. Let's go ahead. We're going to jump in and start modeling this.